Hey guys, it is November the 29th, and I sat down and was looking over my notes. Not looking over my notes, looking over the scripture for today, and kind of reading back from the scripture. And verse 14, which is our key scripture, just jumps out in a different way. But thank God, He has made us His captives. In other words, He's taken us prisoner. We are His. We have been bought with a price. Not only that, continues to lead us. So He's taken us captive. He leads us, continually leads us. But He leads us, did you notice this? In triumphal procession. Triumphal is a triumphal procession is a procession that comes after victory. Like someone's just won the Super Bowl, or they've won the World Series. Those teams, they go back to their towns and they have a parade. And the team gets to be led by maybe the mayor or the governor or some official, and they are led in triumphant procession because they're victors. They're winners. They won the ultimate prize. How can we ever walk in defeat? How is it that we can ever hang our head low when we are being led in a triumphant procession by Christ Himself? Wow. Okay, so we're used by God in this triumphant procession because people see us, but Scripture says that and I loved the King James in this, the New King James. Scripture says that we have a fragrance that diffuses Him. I don't know if you're familiar with a diffuser, but I have several friends who are essential oil gurus, and I will go into their house and immediately smell lavender or maybe frankincense. If it's during allergy season, it'll be peppermint and a mixture of peppermint and some other thing. I don't speak essential oil, but those of you that do know, y'all are filling in the blank for me here. Excuse me, I sense it. So I'm speaking I'm out of my lane when I'm talking about essential oil. But the point is, it's diffused in the air. And there is a delight. There is a relief of some sort. In fact, I was on a writing trip with a friend who is one of these, she's an essential oil person for everything. Now, I'll put peppermint on my temples for my headaches, and I have a special blend for aches and pains that I put on joints, and I do believe they work, but I don't have them diffused in my home. But anyways, this friend of mine brought her diffuser with us. She was writing and I was writing, and I had just terrible allergy attack. I don't know if I was allergic to something in this place. I don't know how, because that's the same condo I always stay in. But anyways, it doesn't matter. She put in this little concoction, I call it her voodoo potion, in the diffuser. And I promise you, within 30 minutes, I was cleared up. And she's so sweet. She has had a diffuser at home. She left it with me, with her oils, so that when she went home, I was staying, I would have relief. Scripture tells us that that we are diffusers. We are the fragrance. We diffuse the fragrance of his knowledge in every place that we go. And it may be a scriptural knowledge that we can share with someone, but that's not what I'm sensing this means. People are going to know Christ by our fragrance. So what kind of fragrance am I putting out? Am I a sourpuss? Am I bitter? Am I angry? Am I resentful? Am I in turmoil and dissatisfied with my own life? So I'm just going to be a complainer and a rude person when I'm out in the marketplace because I'm not happy. Nobody's going to be happy. What am I diffusing? Do you see what I'm saying here? I know I can tell a person. Not all the time. But I do have a sense. I can walk around in a store and I know whether a person is saved or not, or knows Christ. And I compliment them on that. I say something to them. You know Jesus, don't you? Oh, yes, I do. You've loved him for a long time, haven't you? Oh, yes, I have. He's brought me through this or brought me through that, brought me through this. There's a knowledge that we diffuse to the world, whether we know Christ or not, whether we've experienced his grace, whether we are living in the covenant of his freedom. People know that there's something different about us by what we're diffusing. And we can be used by God to draw someone to him through our knowledge of him, or we can be used by this world and repel people and them go, I don't want to be anything like her. I've been around people in church, y'all. I'm sad to say, but I've been around people in church. I'm like, I don't want to be anything like that person. Whatever chapters of the Bible they're reading, I don't want to read that chapter. If you love Jesus, tell your face. If you love Jesus, tell your body language. Because we are diffusing something. Scripture says here we're diffusing death and doom, or light and life. And the thing about it is we don't know we don't know who needs the life and the light. We don't know that. We don't know when we go in. We can irritate somebody's spirit. Oh yeah, we can. With our diffusing, we can irritate somebody's spirit. There are some essential oils that are really, really strong, and they are just too strong for me, and they annoy me. And I pray that I am diffusing the knowledge of Jesus to the point where I annoy somebody. And they want to know about him. Now, they might not ask me about him, because I might be on their nerves too much. But maybe they'll seek him elsewhere. Maybe I'll plant a seed. But our spirit of light and life is going to irritate those who are facing death and doom. And it's an irritating spirit. And we might stir up some stuff in somebody, but we hope we stir up something to the point where they're wanting more of what we have. And they ask us about it. Or, like I said, we're just turning the soil over the seed that somebody else planted. And somebody else will come along and water it. And maybe pull out some of the weeds, that next person. And then maybe on down the line, there'll be a harvest. And that's what we want. To be used by God in the harvest. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.